The A is for atom. This must be that new math I keep on hearing about. General Electric did a thing? Wow. Oh, please, no one's name is True Boardman. That's a lie. Oh, Johnny, you've come back to me. Thank you. Oh, shit, my uncle farted again.
The atomic age was born.
Out of my uncle's
There is
fart?
no denying that since that moment, the shadow of the atom bomb has been across all our lives.
That's why we have
All
duck
men
and
of
cover,
goodwill
because
earnestly
cartoon
hope
ducks
that a
just make
realistic
everything better.
control of atomic weapons can and will be achieved. Meanwhile, good sense requires that all of us
We must
prepare
buy
for any
CDs, even though we have no idea what they are in the
But wisdom
50s.
demands, too, that we take time to understand
What, my uncle
this
farted, that's all you
force.
need to know.
Because here, in fact, is the answer to a dream
Okay, now we're
as old
Katamari
as man
Damacy.
himself. A giant of limitless power at man's command.
I'm huge!
Where was it science found that giant? In the atom. A particle so infinitely small that it takes over 100 billion atoms to make
Billion
up the head
billion
of a
or
pin.
billion billion billion?
Just as other millions and
Oh, look, it's the
quadrillions
ultimate
of
playground
atoms
for
are the
cats.
tiny building blocks, which make up everything in the world.
Really?
Ships, and shoes,
And butts.
and sealing wax, and cabbages and kings.
Don't forget your mother.
Although no one has ever seen an atom,
Then how do we
scientists have
know?
learned a great deal about how they behave, and there are widely accepted theories as to what they're like. Let's start by meeting a leading authority on the subject,
Dr. Vinny Boombots.
Dr. Atom. Now, observing the professor,
You can tell
himself, we
nepotism
can
is
see
at
that
play.
his structure resembles, in many ways, something almost as vast as the atom is small.
This is my Jackson Pollock
The
painting
solar
set.
system. And there are certain similarities. Here is the center with electrons in
Dude,
surrounding
don't
orbits.
point at yourself. It's kind of weird.
But whereas the planet's movement electrons is
Uh-oh,
slightly
his hair's
different,
going haywire.
there are other differences too. Hey, hold it!
Why are you yelling at him? He's the
you.
professor. He's in
The
charge.
solar system together is electrical. The electrons, which are
That's
negative,
a lot of
are
Hadoukens being
attracted
fired
by
at
the
once.
protons, which are positive, and vice versa. But here in the nucleus,
This
are
is where
other
the
particles
magic
with
happens.
no electrical charge, called neutrons. Very important characters too, as we shall see.
What, just
And
plus
equally
eyeballs?
important when it comes to atomic energy,
Oh, hey,
is
porridge.
what scientists call the atom's binding force. It's a kind of
Oh,
cosmic
God, I didn't know this was
glue
going to become
holding the nucleus
pornographic.
This, then, is a single atom.
He's
But
looking for
certainly
love
not all atoms
in
are
all the
alike.
right places.
There are in nature more than 90 basic elements, which is science term for families of atoms.
That means there's lots of
To
stuff.
scientists, the atoms of the individual atom families, or
God,
elements,
welcome to
are
Cobb
identified
County,
by
Georgia.
number. That is the number of protons or
Oh,
positive
hydrogen lives in that
charges in their
space ball
nucleus.
over at Disney
And
World.
they vary all
Lucky.
the way from hydrogen, which has just one proton,
Why are you picking your nose? That's kind of gross.
to oxygen with 8 protons.
Okay, it's weird
to
that you're all
gold,
pointing at your
he's rich
nose.
with 79.
Okay, seriously, quit
Finally,
picking your
to
nose.
the
You're all
heaviest
gross.
Of all natural elements, uranium with 92 protons.
Okay, seriously, you all have a
Now,
problem and it
within
needs to be
each
fixed.
element, or family of atoms, there
Yeah,
can
but
be
Junior's
different
illegitimate.
members,
We can't
each
explain
one
him
having
yet.
the same number of protons, but differing in the number of neutrons.
Ooh.
The total of an atom's protons
Like
and
Jimmy
neutrons
Neutrons?
is its atomic weight. Thus, in natural uranium, we
Oh,
have
Junior's fat.
U-234, U-235, and U-238.
We don't need all these.
Different
Bono
members
is
of the
enough
same
with you,
element or
too.
atom family, science calls isotopes. Some elements, tin for instance, have a great many isotopes.
Because they can't keep it in their
Others,
pants,
like
obviously.
aluminum, are lone wolves with just one.
Oh, he's an incel.
Now, most atoms of most elements are content with their lot in life.
Because they
We
know
speak
no
of them
better.
as being stable, but others are busy day and night, being what science calls radioactive.
And
Like
anti-Christian.
radium, throwing off powerful rays
Ah,
along with some of its
he's into
neutrons
jazz
and protons,
cigarettes, I see.
until it actually alters its own nuclear structure
Come on, baby. Do the
and
twist.
changes to another family.
That's all I have to do is party hard and I'll go to another
until it
family.
does
That's cool.
become stable at last. This
You know,
spontaneous
settling down,
changing
getting
of
married,
elements
having a
is called
family.
natural
You know,
transmutation.
boring shit.
Its discovery gave men of science an idea. If an atom could change itself,
Why can't we change
man
ourselves?
change an atom?
Are we not better
using
than the
at first
atom?
the very particles which radium threw off, a noted British scientist bombarded nitrogen.
We forget who he was because he was British, so we're not going to give him credit.
In terms of individual atoms, this is what happened. The radium nucleus threw off
Are those the
an
new
alpha
M&Ms?
particle consisting of 2 protons and 2
Okay, that's
neutrons.
one weird-looking
One of
Pokemon.
the protons was absorbed into the
Oh
nitrogen
god,
nucleus.
Adam's having sex
turning
is
it to
not what I was
oxygen.
hoping to see today.
This was artificial transmutation, man changing the elements. From that first experiment,
Who is your god now?
thousands followed as scientists devised ever more powerful particle accelerators.
Gee,
commonly
all this
called
just to make
atom
Dr.
smashers,
Pepper.
to transmute more and more kinds of atoms.
Hey Bill, how's the wife and my
Scientifically important,
kids?
But hardly world-shaking. Then, in 1939, some scientists were experimenting with transmutation of uranium.
Okay, I'm getting dizzy.
What
Can we
would
stop
happen,
this?
They wondered, if they fired a neutron at a uranium nucleus.
Do we dare?
Already the heaviest in nature. Why not?
I'm the
try?
heaviest in
So
nature.
they tried. And the result?
The Saints cried.
Nuclear fission. Instead of a minor change, the atom split in 2. Truly a discovery to change the world.
Depicted
For
here
what
by
had
flat
happened when
earthers.
the uranium atom split was a kind of double miracle of science. Half of the miracle
I think that's only like
concerned
2 frames of
that binding force we
animation, I'm
spoke
not
of
sure.
before, that kind of cosmic glue which holds the
Oh
atom's
god, what are we
nucleus
doing with the
together.
glue?
We still don't know all about that binding force yet, but we do know.
Why are
it
we
is
tampering
equivalent
with
to
it then?
mass. Therefore, we may speak of it as having a kind of weight of its own. Now, the
Man,
2
science has a
atoms
weird
into
way of
which a
discussing
uranium
sex.
atom splits also have binding force. But for some reason,
I
it
don't need to
takes
know
less
that
of
atoms
that
have
glue to hold
jizz.
them together.
I was
And in the
okay
process of
until I
fission,
saw
a
this.
tiny fraction is left over. What happens to it? It explodes as
And
energy,
turns into Albert
proving
Einstein,
Einstein's
apparently.
theory that mass and
Wow,
energy
nature's
are
so weird.
really the same. But we spoke of a double miracle.
But we can't
To
count to
understand
2,
the
so,
second
well,
one,
you're screwed.
Let's slow down that fission a million or so times. A single particle starts the reaction.
And then you're left with
splitting the
purple and
uranium
orange
atom.
M&Ms.
Here now is the release
Truly
of
a miracle.
energy as heat and blast.
Heat
Here
and
are
blast, what are you
powerful
talking to
rays
my
being
fellow
given off,
professors?
Similar to X-rays. But here are free neutrons driven out
We're
with
free,
tremendous
yippee,
speed.
yippee!
And provided there is sufficient U-235 present,
You know,
what
when
science
Bono's
calls
without the
critical
edge,
mass,
you've got
those
U-235.
neutrons bombard other uranium atoms, causing them to split and split still others.
Ah. You're
The
making
result?
nuclear
A
holocaust
chain
look so
reaction.
playful.
Over a million billion
And now I'm
billion
blind.
atoms
Thank you for
exploding
that.
within 2 seconds. And the force?
Only Luke
It
Skywalker
would
knows
take
about it.
Yankee Stadium full of dynamite to equal the energy released in the complete fission of an amount of U-235 the size of a
Oh,
baseball.
can we do that with the dynamite in Yankee Stadium? That would be a really
With
good thing,
this
I think.
discovery, at the time the free world faced a war for survival,
It's awfully hot on
it
Earth
was
today.
little wonder the first thought was a weapon.
This time a
But how to
suppository.
obtain enough material for even a single bomb?
Oh boy.
Only a small fraction of natural uranium is the U-235
As you can see, it's the size of
isotope,
Mount Everest.
which will fission in
Clearly
chain
we don't have a
reaction.
whole lot.
And to separate enough U-235 quickly enough.
Oh, they made the
seemed all
Triforce.
but
Cool.
impossible. But the impossible became reality as industry, labor, science, and the military.
You know,
combined their
capitalism.
efforts to
Because
build
capitalism
Oak
is
Ridge,
capable of so much
where
good.
enough U-235 was separated to build the first atomic bomb.
And the first mall of America.
At Hanford,
Look out for
Washington,
Mary-Kate and Ashley
another
Olsen.
impossible project proved possible when a huge plant was built for the mass production of the artificial element plutonium.
Oh, great. Why are
This
we bringing
process
in Mickey's
involves
dog
what
for
may be
this?
called the furnace of atomic energy, the reactor pile.
Pile?
Here is a structure or pile of graphite blocks. In
Oh,
the
man,
reactor
that's quite the
are
Lego
placed
set. I'm
rods
kinda
of natural
jealous.
uranium containing both U-235 and U-238. As U-235 begins to
Oh,
fission,
no, they've got the
graphite
alligator
slows
jiggling
down
fever.
The free neutrons, and some of them hit other U-235.
So
atoms,
as soon as it hits them, they
keeping the
die?
chain reaction going. But others of those slowed down neutrons hit U-238 atoms.
Oh, here I go.
And here's what happens.
Oh, man, meth. Not even
We
once.
said that U-238
Please.
wouldn't support a chain reaction. However, it will capture
Dude,
neutrons from U-235
there's only so much monster you can drink.
Process which converts the U-238.
So is this how we
First to
conceived
neptunium,
Aquaman?
Then to plutonium. And
Wow, you go from a
plutonium
merman
will
to a
fission in
dog.
chain
I don't know
reaction.
how I feel about that.
Thus, the reactor itself is a source of atomic fuel. Besides
Isn't
producing
science
plutonium,
cool?
the nuclear reactor makes possible two very important peacetime uses of atomic energy.
Porn and
Remember
cats.
that the chain
Oh wait, that's the
reaction
internet.
process in the reactor creates tremendous heat, which scientists have learned how to control.
Seen here with
Thus,
this
a
Gutenberg
reactor may be
machine.
substituted in many industrial applications where heat is now provided by coal or petroleum. But such uses in the foreseeable future are limited.
You're already leaking on the side.
For
Oh
one thing,
god,
a
everything's
reactor
psychedelic
pile
all of a
must be
sudden.
shielded to protect the workers around it from dangerous radiation.
They'll die when they're
And
30.
this
Screw them.
shielding adds tremendous weight. However, an atomic energy power plant has already proved feasible. The future supplying
The
of
future's
electric
so
power
bright
to
you gotta wear
entire
shades.
cities is far from impossible. While nuclear power in locomotives, submarines, ships, and even very large airplanes.
Oh, come on. How come I never got a plane like that? Man, the 50s version of the future was cool.
And air. But perhaps the most valuable byproduct of the nation's reactor piles is radioactive
I'm a
isotopes.
radioactive.
Research has revealed that many elements not naturally radioactive became so when placed in a nuclear reactor. And
Yeah,
these
that's kind of
isotopes,
how it
working
happens.
as tracers with such measuring devices as a Geiger counter.
Oh, great.
became
Holmes and
invisible
Watson.
detectives,
Exactly what I
aiding
needed.
the cause of science in many different fields.
Well, at least it looks better than what the one Will Ferrell was in. What, are the pigs radioactive
In
now?
agriculture, isotopes are now used to test such things as the effect of fertilizers on plant growth.
So you
and
radiated
the proper
turds.
timing for their use, helping to assure bigger and better yields from tomorrow's farms.
Oh man, their foreplay is weird.
In industry, isotopes have found literally hundreds of new uses.
Literally?
Such as the automatic thickness control of sheet aluminum.
Look,
Saving
if you two are
hundreds
gonna
of
make out, could
man-hours
you just
of
make
labor,
out? I don't need
ensuring
all of this.
accuracy never before possible.
And I think if that goes on for more than 4
In the
hours,
fields
you
of
need to contact your
medicine and
doctor.
biochemistry, isotopes are performing near miracles of diagnosis and discovery.
Near miracles, huh?
With
So,
radioactive
if you die, you die.
doctors are solving more of the seeming mysteries of heart disease and circulatory disturbances.
We've learned that humans have a heart.
Radioactive phosphorus has been used to locate tumors in the brain and greatly
we just
simplify
discovered the brain
operations
last
for
week.
their removal. Iodine-131 finds one of many uses in revealing conditions of the thyroid.
And that's all we're gonna say about it.
New ways of using isotopes are being discovered constantly through the tireless work of modern
Walt
pioneers
Disney.
in such
I mean,
fields as
obviously that was built
chemistry,
by him.
metallurgy, medicine.
That's
and
legal
biology.
justice, not metallurgy.
Revealing the superpower
Get your shit
which
straight.
man has released from within the atom's heart.
Yes,
is
what
not
hath
one,
God wrought?
but
We're all
many
doomed.
giants. One is the warrior. the
And that's all we're gonna say about it.
Another
Again.
is the engineer seeking to provide vast quantities
It's
of
Christmas
energy
time
to
in the
run
city.
world's machines. Another
Welcome
is
to
the
sunny
farmer,
Bisbee,
helping
Arizona.
To better feed tomorrow's world. Still another is the healer, helping to diagnose.
I'm a
and
healer.
cure the sick.
Look at me.
The
Healing.
last is the research
Can you guess what element's in my
working on
crotch?
in the fields of pure science
I'm
to
melting,
reveal more of the
melting,
mysteries of the
no!
universe. But all are within man's power.
Oh no, they're
subject to his
combining to
guidance.
form Voltron.
On man's wisdom, on his firmness. in
Oh
the
yeah,
use
we're
of
gonna
that
trust
power
that.
depends now the future of his children and his children's children.
They're all
New
doomed.
world
Besides,
of
the world's
atomic
flooded.
age.
It's so beautiful. What a wonderful world. General Electric, you actually cared for a minute? Huh, who'da thunk it?